Hi, I am Nickey Clements, and today is April 1st. So obligatory April Fool's video. So my first thought was actually to bring out Nickey D.
Yo, what is crack, my knickknacks? It is your boy, Nickey D.
And then he would hype like this big upcoming game of the century.
So the game I got today is like the game of the millennium. Everybody is so excited for this game, and I got it. Let's get into it.
And it would just be Pong.
Wow!
But he would treat it like it's awesome and do all the typical this game is amazing things.
Yo man, look at these graphics! Oh, this game is so pretty! Wow!
Oh yes, I am best gamer. And then all the this game is crap things.
Wait a second. Developers, I think the game's broken.
Ah, this game runs like a potato. Frames! Frames! Can I get some frames here?
Oh, come on, this thing sucks.
And eventually rage quit.
Who makes a game like this? Come on, this is just crap. No! Come on, I had that! Come! Ah, this stupid!
So while that might have been an okay video on its own, I thought maybe a better April Fool's video would be to actually just do a Let's Play to the best of my ability. So let's hop into some Subnautica. So I haven't played this game in about a year. The save file said April 9th was the last time I played. And that's when I, beat the game. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but I just absolutely love this game. It's one of the few games that I actually play. I'm not a gamer by any stretch of the word. But this was one game that I definitely had to play, and it's just such a great game. There's so much to do. It's got a really cool story. That's weird. So growing up, I never did much gaming. We had like a Game Boy, a couple Game Boys, and that was pretty much it. We never had any of the big PlayStation or an Xbox or anything like that. When we got computers, we played some of the demo games that were preloaded on there, but little like the pinball game and whatnot. But it was just gaming was never a really big part of my life. Now, my late teenage years and early 20s, gaming did start playing a bigger role, but it was more watching gaming. I would spend hours over at my buddy Brian's house, and he was a big gamer, and I would just find myself watching him play, just sitting on the couch and watching him play. Every now and then I'd pick up the controller, and I'd run around in Vice City and Grand Theft Auto. And those were the kind of games I always enjoyed. I always enjoyed like a decent racing game or just something with a lot of movement but not much thought. So I would never really do any missions in Grand Theft Auto, but I just enjoyed going around the environment, driving cars, and then just making up your own game, like finding the jumps and trying to do the jumps really cool and stuff like that. But for the most part, I watched. I just watched him play. I remember like watching some Resident Evil and Tetris. Tetris was always a great game. I've always loved Tetris, and I'm not that great at it, but I'm decent. And I'm good at Tetris in real life, IRL, like packing the car and stuff. But Tetris is always fun. I even have the Tetris MicroCard that This Does Not Compute recommended. It is a really fun little Tetris game. Kind of expensive just because it takes a lot to make them and they're not in high demand, but if you are a Tetris enthusiast, it's a really fun game. Unfortunately, there's no save, so you can get as far as you can when you play, which is cool and not cool, but it's a really fun little thing. So I think the best Tetris game I've ever played, though, was one of those ones we got at like Christmas time. It's just like the all-in-one box unit with the RGB cables. And Brian and I would play that a lot as well. I'm not even playing the game. But at one point we both even got, we got no lines. And that's really cool. to do. I've never done that since in a Tetris game where you get just the right amount of pieces where you can clear the board again. Unfortunately, someone took that game, and I have no idea which model it was, but I hope they're enjoying it. But yeah, so watching video games kind of became a thing. I really didn't know what Let's Plays were for quite some time. I remember seeing PewDiePie on South Park, and when they did their Let's Play episode, and I still really didn't know what it was. I knew who PewDiePie was, and I had the vague idea that people played video games online. I mean, I knew people recorded walkthroughs and stuff, but I didn't really understand what, you know, Let's Plays were and what they could be. And then it was still some time later before Lisa actually started watching some Markiplier videos. She was watching the FNAF videos. So I would just kind of hear Mark's voice in the background for quite a while. And then at one point, I just kind of started over the shoulder watching. And then I think we kind of started watching some Happy Wheels Let's Plays together of Mark's. And then at one point, I just kind of went off and watched a bunch on my own without her. And then I was just kind of in it. YouTube kind of became this thing. I started watching Let's Players. I started watching makers and woodworkers. I just started building up my list of subscriptions. And then it wasn't too much longer before I found Jack. I think I was, or at least Lisa claims I was. I was off-put by him at first. But at one point I watched a bunch of Cluster Truck episodes of Jack's, and from that point on, I was a subscriber and I was hooked. And again, it was just entertaining watching them play games, watching them talk, just hanging out. I still didn't have any real desire to do any kind of gaming on my own, you know. But when Subnautica came around, this was a game I had to play. This was a game I had to get out, dust off my Steam account, and play. I am gonna die either by going into an area that I should not be. Okay, you're a warper, but you don't. Oh my god! Oh god! So the warper can't hurt me because I've healed myself, but this guy still definitely can. Oh my god, that's still so. That's so creepy. Oh god. Wow. Why does he leave me alone? What am I? Am I too low? No. My ship is not in good health. I've been bumping around. Where did he go? It's weird that he's not attacking me. Is it because I've already won and I've healed the ocean? There we go. Oh no, my sea moth is destroyed and now I'm just floating in the water. Oh boy. And I have nothing with me. Yeah. I loaded up my inventory with weird plants to take into space. Oh, I have my knife. What is it, 1? Yeah, there we go. And I'm dead. So Let's Playing is very, very hard. It's very, very hard. And any of the guys that really do it, that do it well, Mark, Jack, that's a really commendable thing. Because this is definitely not a thing I could do. With more practice, maybe, but it is very hard to think about things to talk about, or talk about the game, and to not just focus on the game. And for the way that I do my videos, I don't want to have you sit here having to listen to me find my words, so I like to get what I'm gonna say I like to have an idea about what I'm going to say and be able to present it in a clear and concise manner. So to have all of this in a video, I don't know if it fits my style. Also, I am pretty pleased with this recording setup.
Emergency. Starvation imminent.
Shut up, Karen.
Calorie intake.
I'm also pretty pleased with this filming setup. I have the backdrop, and it's on the posts that I did a few weeks ago. But if you'll notice, if I bang the desk, you don't move. That's because I also have all of the camera stuff mounted to the ceiling. So I've once again taken my ceiling rod concept and gone another step further, and I've picked up some monopods or selfie sticks. So not only do they look even nicer, they are super adjustable. So I can have this camera just go up and just hang out there when I don't need it. And then if I want to sit down and record something at the computer, just pop these down and I'm set to go. I just think that is so cool. I'm really excited about it. However, with my mic, it became very apparent very quickly that it's very limited where it is. Say I want to switch over to my tablet and draw something, then I'm going to be completely pointed in the wrong direction and I'm not going to be picking up any audio. So I could hang like another mounting point and then just unscrew it, screw it over there. But a better idea would be, wouldn't it be great if I could just kind of slide this over wherever I needed it? So I came up with a PVC slider. I just took a chunk of PVC and a larger T, and then I'm just using my 2 mounting points. I'll just throw those up on the ceiling. I even put in a thread so I can actually lock that in place. So I can slide it over, twist it, and lock it in place, and then it's not going to move on me. So I'm really excited to get this put up. And this whole setup, I'm just really stoked about it. I think it's just so cool. I mean, there's things hanging down everywhere. It's like a scene out of Alien or something, but I think it's a great way to just make this a dual-purpose space, to have all of the studio amenities that I want, but also just kind of be able to put them all away and then just use this as a normal room. So normal as it can get. So yeah, this slider works quite nice. I am actually really happy with it. And then it's very easy to position the microphone just where I want it. So I have horizontal and vertical. The other side, twist it this way, record for this computer. So that's really cool. I think that is such a neat, simple design. It took this static pole, made this thing totally customizable and versatile. Also, remember how I made this hook removable by putting it on a threaded cap? You can just take that off, thread in something like a 90, take a nice long section of PVC pipe, and well, I don't know, big thing of green paper, slide the paper on the pipe, put the pipe in the 90, and just like that, the hangers for my screen can now pretty much hang anything. Now I got a super easy green screen. So you can already see how versatile this thing can be. Anyway, I just figured I'd share that update.
30 seconds.
Right, I have to breathe. Oh, yeah, one thing that I can say I accomplished in this game is I got every single duffel bag out of the Aurora, which takes quite a bit of time because these things take up 4 spots in your inventory. So you can't carry them all. You can't carry them all at once. So I had to at least take a couple trips because I was also, carrying food and all of my weapons and everything else that I needed. So there's 9 slots. There's 9 spots in the duffel bag, so you can put stuff in it, but you can't pick it up, which I think is kind of lame. I mean, I guess I get it, but I think you should be able to fill it up and then pick up the duffel box and the duffel bag, and then so basically it would take 9 items and fit them into a slot of 4. I don't know, but so they're kind of useless, but that was one thing I just, was dicking around doing, and I got all of those out of the Aurora. And now they're in my my base, which I think is funny. Oh my god! Where did I put food? Tools, medkits, food. Oh, look at that, nutrient block. Water. Ah, a ton of water. Keep Karen talking for a while. So I don't know. That was my first legitimate attempt at a Let's Play. I didn't actually do anything in the game, but I more or less wanted to kind of talk about gaming briefly. Just my bit of a journey with it. So I don't know. I think that'll probably do it. Hey, Nickey D, do you want to take us out?
Sure, man. I'm Nickey D. Nick stands for Nick. D stands for douchebag.
That one's for you, Rachel. If you have a D name you would like me to say, please leave it in the comments.
Yeah, and don't forget to like.
We're not doing that. Not even as a joke.
Oh man, you hit me with an apple.
Happy April Fools, everybody.
Yo, what is cracking?
Wow. I guess I have to turn my mic down for this, dude.
Oh my god. Stupid game! Oh, I thought that'd be easier to break. Stupid game! Cringe.